President Paul Kagame bodyguard confesses. President Kagame as young boy saved Museveni. Kindly subscribe to our channel. President Kagame is a former spy chief of Museveni. Veterans say that Museveni trusted Kagame more. The agony of the Bush War. Brig Matteo writes about the emergence of cliques during the Bush War and how Museveni ordered that ethnicity should cease. At the height of ethnic polarization in the Bush, Museveni appeared to trust fighters of Rwandan origin, such as Kagame, more than those who were Ugandan. That is why the late Major Gen. Fred Rwigema remained the head of Museveni's protection unit for a long time. Although the alleged coup against Museveni had been planned to take place when he was away from the bush, between June-December 1981, the rebel leader got to know about it and was able to suppress it. Veterans say, it is Kagame and others who let Museveni in on the secret. High-ranking Bush war generals remember how Kagame tortured a fellow NRA fighter, Jack Muchenguzi, to extract a confession following the murder of another colleague, Hannington Mugabe. It is reported that Magara wanted to break the NRA force and lead some fighters to another rebel force based in the Rwenzori mountain. The Rwenzori group was reportedly linked to the Gang of Four, all professors. The plot to destroy the NRA, it is claimed, was hatched by Muchenguzi, Magara, and Mugabe. Hannington Mugabe was reportedly uncomfortable with the plot, especially after the chief planner had been killed in Kampala under unclear circumstances. Muchenguzi, it is claimed, eliminated Mugabe to destroy evidence. We have been told that Kagame drilled safety pins in Muchenguzi's fingers, squeezed his testicles and burned him with cigarette butts to force him to confess. Museveni also dispatched Kagame alongside other fighters to verify the authenticity of another rebel force that reportedly wanted to join the NRA. This was the rebel group of Major Roland Mudal. Kagame and company found the group genuine and Mudal's fighters were integrated into the NRA. As it's indicated in Lieutenant Colonel Paiko's book, Uganda's Resolution, How I Saw It, he explains how Kagame, at some point when they were attacked, opened rapid fire when they were supposed to stay silent because they had planned to conduct an ambush on enemy forces. According to this book, Kagame was anxious and shaking, thus requiring the high commander to decide that Kagame would have to stay in the headquarters and continue his lone intelligence work. That is the freedom fighter that will be decorated. President Paul Kagame, Army number RO-161, is a Tanzanian-trained spy. Paul Kagame, now president of Rwanda, was the counterintelligence chief of rebel NRA leader Yoweri Museveni. Most of the Luwero Bush War veterans are unanimous in their verdict that Kagame was never one of the celebrated NRA fighters, yet he was quite meticulous in his role as a spy. His contribution in intelligence gathering and analysis helped Museveni regain control of a mutinous guerrilla force. Sam Magara, RIP, reportedly plotted a coup against Museveni during the early days of the struggle. In the line of duty, Kagame reported directly to the chairman of the High Command, CHC, Yoweri Museveni. He was one of the 27 rebels that launched the war with the attack on Kabamba on February 6, 1981, but his military number was a distant RO-0161. Kagame, who trained in intelligence gathering in Tanzania, went on to become rebel leader, Yoweri Museveni's most trusted spy. Specializing in counterintelligence, Kagame spied on colleagues to establish mainly who was undermining the struggle from within or undermining the authority of the rebel leader. Conspiracy appeared to have crept into the NRA guerrilla movement at the very launch of the rebellion, and this prompted the rebel leader to engage with some fighters to spy on others. Kagame's work was therefore cut out right from the start when the only Yugoslav-made RPG that the rebels planned to use to storm the armory of Kabamba barracks went missing. Only 33 people, including Kagame, who attended the meeting at Matthew residence on February 3 that planned the first attack, knew about this weapon that would help the rebels gain access to the armory and get more guns. At that time, the rebels had only 27 guns and needed more. The RPG mysteriously disappeared a day before the February 6, 1981 attack on Kabamba. Although the rebels went ahead with the planned attack, On Kabamba their mission to break open the underground armory failed, though they went on to liberate the country after 4 years. It is the right time for the two leaders to resurrect the relationship and avoid the dangers ahead after overstaying in power and the bloodshed. After the two countries fought in the Congo, their relationship has been cold for some time, with a number of incidents indicating plans to execute each other. It was restarted by Kagame's wife after President Kagame found out that a number of his soldiers are leaving the country. According to the sources held, 800 soldiers have left Rwanda in the last 6 months. This has disturbed Kagame because they all left with the guns. President Kagame believes that getting closer to President Museveni is a means of blocking any support for his opponents. Is it not interesting? Kindly subscribe for more.